Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Today we are using a team with an Alolan Sandslash. Now, Alolan Sandslash, I think it's pretty solid with nice ice type coverage with priority Ice Shard as well as Ice Punch. The Steel typing is really good for resistances, being able to resist a bunch of very common types. The big one is Psychic, of course, because Zam being such a threat. But having that, having priority, having a move to damage opposing steel types in Earthquake is also really solid. So that's the set we're going to be using today. Swords Dance, Ice Punch, Ice Shard, Earthquake. You guys can check out the Poke Paste down below if you want to see the team that I'm using, as well as the playlist. If you missed any of my previous Wi-Fi battles, uploaded one with Lickitung yesterday, uploaded one with Victory Bell the day before, had Arcanine and Ditto the day before that, so y'all can check it out. But yeah, we'll pause it, guys, until we find a battle on the Pikachu ladder, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, guys, so we have a battle, and my opponent has Golem, Aerodactyl, Gengar, Kangaskhan, Starmie, and Electrode. So I'm assuming maybe Mega Kangaskhan, or, I mean, obviously they have the option of 3 Megas, but I'm assuming they went into this game wanting Mega Kangaskhan. Now, Sandslash actually is not terrible. It can take hits from Electrode, it can take hits from Aerodactyl, Golem, Gengar. It can take hits from every Pokemon, and at +2 it knocks out Aerodactyl, it'll knock out Starmie, it'll knock out Golem. It does around 70% to Gengar after rocks. With +2 Ice Shard, so I think we can make Sandslash work in this. As far as leads go, luckily I know I can only pick one Pokemon and then it'll actually go into the game. I think that I want to lead off with something that isn't terrible versus Starmie, but at the same time, I still think that my own Starmie is just the best lead. Because what Starmie does is it allows me to basically threaten everything that's not Electrode or Kangaskhan. And that's the big thing, right? Obviously threatening Gengar with a Psychic, threatening the, I like how I learned that too. That's from just a mistake last time. But all I gotta do is pick my lead, and it'll bring the next 6, or next 5 rather. So that's good to know. Like I said, guys, I will be working on that team building video, as well as an introduction to Pokemon Showdown for those that only watch these or solely these. So leads off with Electrode. I don't mind that at all, as I can just go directly into Nidoqueen. This is why it was fantastic for me. As Electrode wasn't isn't the biggest threat. And I guess, I mean, he can always go for a screen right now if he doesn't want to go for Thunderbolt or Thunder or Sub. If this is like that Sub Toxic set, it really can't touch Nidoqueen at all. It's like the perfect ground type to take this thing on. So drop to Thunder immediately. Now Taunt here is very, very, very risky, because obviously I threaten him with Earthquake. So I'm going to go for Stealth Rock. He could go for Reflect first if he does it. I think that Taunt is way too risky to go for. Like, very, very, very risky. Yeah. So I guess he doesn't want to set up a Reflect here and opts to switch out into his Aerodactyl. I am okay with this, as I'm able to get up my rocks and, again, pressuring a ton on his team. Now, Aerodactyl is definitely a problem. I don't want to take... first off, this could be rocks itself, but I don't want to take an Earthquake because this thing is a good switch in to Electrode, and it also tanks a hit from Gengar too and Kangaskhan. And being able to wear down Kangaskhan with Toxic might be the difference between my Sandslash winning and not, or sweeping rather. So we'll switch out to my Starmie. I am Bold Starmie specifically for this reason. I can take this thing on and not have to worry. I Thunder Wave spam, and that'll help out Alolan Sandslash, obviously. And I'm assuming an Earthquake might come out, or rocks of his own. Goes for Fly. I mean, I'm all for having Flying Stab on the Pokemon. Like, Thunder on Electrode is fine, because Thunder actually lets you deal with Aerodactyl. I'm all for Flying Stab. In fact, I'm just going to Thunder Wave when he comes down. But that's interesting, because, like, I thought Earthquake, I mean, that does a lot. Like, there's no denying. I have Wing Attack on mine, right? I have Wing Attack over Fly because it allows me to deal with Poliwrath in one hit. I'm gonna recover here. I don't want to go in Electro on my next Thunder Wave. I missed, which is really bad, and he's free to go for Rock Slide here, so this is where this thing becomes a giant threat. I do tank it, and they flinch me. Fantastic. My Aerodactyl's really good in this, so I don't want to risk it. Like, if I'm him, I go for Earthquake here, right? Because Earthquake is 100% accurate. I'm gonna go Aero. I'm risking it. I don't think you'll go for another Rock Slide when you can miss. I think you'd go for Earthquake. And if I Mega Evolve, which I am, this is my Mega, my Rock Slide does like 10 million to him, almost knocking him out, if not knocking him out. Goes for another Rock Slide. Either way, Arrow should be able to take 1 from an Arrow. And even though my Pokemon are like at 2%, unfortunately, I can Mega Evolve here and Roost. His Rock Slide won't be able to knock me out after Roost. I at least force him out. I really thought he'd Earthquake, but maybe he doesn't have it. And I'll guarantee be faster after Mega Evolving. And the reason I'm roosting is because I don't want to go Golem on my Rock Slide and then getting up rocks and basically Starmie's gone and everything is gone from there. So if he wants to stay in a Rock Slide again, at least I'll have the speed boost and I'll be at a good amount of HP. So not a good start or not the best start for me, obviously. But Mega Aerodactyl doesn't really care as far as damage goes. That boy eats everything. And I doubt he'd Mega Evolve this considering he has Kangaskhan on the squad. Goes for Fly. You trying to avoid a Rock Slide? Why would you not go for Rock Slide yourself? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna Roost again. And I basically got my turn back. Was he expecting Nidoqueen on the... He might have been expecting Nidoqueen on the next Rock Slide, but why would I bring out Aerodactyl to be at 2% and then come back in after? Alright, so my Aerodactyl's good. I'm assuming he's gonna sack this, just based on how he's playing. He could easily go Golem, and if he does, I'm gonna go hard Starmie after. But any chip damage on Golem is really nice too, because it means that I don't need to... I don't need a Swords Dance to do damage. I'm assuming Golem's coming out. Yep, goes Golem, nice. That's fine. I got my rocks up. I forced out Aerodactyl. Now the thing about my Starmie is it's really only good for this and Aerodactyl. I'm assuming he's gonna go for rocks. Even if he goes for Rock Slide, Starmie is always my play. Like if he gets up rocks, I go down anyway. And if he doesn't get up rocks, then no, if he gets up rocks, like he missed Rock Slide too if he goes for that. But yeah, basically Starmie would go down if he went for rocks, so it's always my play to switch it in here. At least before rocks if I'm able to. Now the problem is Golem is very strong, so even if I click recover, I'm not going to be out of range of an attack. So it's actually in my best interest to just click Scald here. Yeah, Earthquake could still knock me out even after recover if it's a good roll. Even with Bolt Starmie. Like, Bolt Starmie is bulky, but... And I don't mind him switching out either, because I get off a Scald on something. Maybe Gengar? Electrode is cool too. And I can always save my Starmie as a sack. So beautiful. So that's in range of +2 Ice Shard now, guaranteed. I can bring out Kangaskhan here. I mean, Nidoqueen, sorry. I said Kangaskhan because I was thinking about Toxic and Kangaskhan later, my bad. But yeah, I can bring out Nidoqueen now. At least we forced out the Golem, and also it doesn't take 2 Earthquakes from my Aerodactyl anymore. I doubt it took 2 Earthquakes before anyway. Yeah, I did not. Goes for Foul Play, which is smart, because it hits Nidoqueen as well as hitting that Pokemon, my Starmie. But what we'll do is we'll throw off a Toxic here. Yeah, I don't want him going Aerodactyl again. I don't think it makes sense to sack this thing either. I really don't want him going Aerodactyl, and Toxic can't miss because I'm a Poison type, so... Yep, there he goes, Aerodactyl. Land my Toxic on this boy. Does he not have Earthquake? Does he really not have Earthquake? I don't think he has Earthquake. I really don't. I think it's time to try and set up with my Sandslash. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go out into my my Starmie. I'm going to sack it to what I'm expecting to be maybe a Fly, because I really don't think he has he's not playing it like he has Earthquake, right? Either way, I have the Toxic damage off on Aerodactyl. And if he does go for Fly, Starmie doesn't go down. Come on. Oh, he did have Earthquake. Okay. So he really was anticipating me to want to go... Why did he go for Fly before? I guess he wanted to cover all his bases, but like coming down on that would not have been fantastic for him. So I have a few plays here. One of them is to go Sandslash, which I think is probably the better play, and go for Ice Shard. That's probably my best all-around play. I'm thinking the other one is to go out to my Aerodactyl. Now the reason I'm thinking that's my better play is because I could go Aerodactyl and Rock Slide. Actually, Aerodactyl and Rock Slide's fine. Aerodactyl and Rock Slide's fine. Worst case, I miss. If I do manage to connect, I won't be able to knock. I should be able to knock out Golem with Rock Slide into Earthquake. But it really depends on the Golem set. Like if he's really defensive, he won't go down. Yeah, Rock Slide is still my play. It's gonna be close. If Golem's like about 50%, I'll go for Earthquake. If it's not, I won't. And forcing out Aerodactyl now, it's guaranteed in range of an unboosted Ice Shard. So yeah, there goes Golem. Is this at about 50% after rocks? I doubt it. That's like really, really, really close to the range that I want. But it's not exactly it. That's like 52%. So the roll is in my favor to go for it here. But I don't know if he's a really defensive Golem either. It's not like my switch-ins are the best either. And my Earthquake from Nidoqueen does not knock out Golem at all. And I want to save Nidoqueen to Toxic. Or it does more than... Earthquake from Nidoking does a lot more than... Nidoqueen, rather. Does a lot more than that. Yeah, I'll go Nidoqueen. That's fine. Aerodactyl is way too important. Its speed tier is really, really good. It can always deal with Gengar no matter what, at any amount of HP. And I don't think he'd go for Earthquake here. I think he'd go for Rock Slide always. I mean, he might Boom as well. Yeah. And Earthquake from Kangaskhan. I mean, excuse me. Nidoqueen. What the hell am I saying? Earthquake from Nidoqueen does a lot more to Golem than Earthquake from Mega Aerodactyl, just because it's stab. I keep saying Kangaskhan because I want to Toxic it, but I doubt I'll be able to now. Just based on how the game went. Like, if I landed a Thunder Wave on Aerodactyl, it was a wrap. At least in a sense that I could go out to anything and not worry about it, right? He shouldn't sack Golem. He should always go back down to Aerodactyl, but unfortunately I don't have any attack to punish Aerodactyl because this is like a draft league Nidoqueen that I use, and I opted to just put Stealth Rock on it so I could use it in this battle. If he roosts, I can hit him with Earthquake because flying they lose their flying type. At this point, my Eradicate might be the one that wins me this game. I'll protect here. I don't want him to Rock Slide on an Aerodactyl switch, and I can't risk Aerodactyl either. Yeah, and see, he tried to Rock Slide on Aerodactyl switching. So, fly. So there's two plays I can make here. One is Earthquake. Now, the reason I like Earthquake is because if he roosts, he loses his flying type, and that means Earthquake is super effective and knock him out. The other is try and go for a Double Protect, and if I get a Double Protect, Aerodactyl will go down if it attacks. He showed Fly, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. I think his last move is Roost, but it could be Rocks. I'm going to go for Earthquake here. Let's see if he has Roost or Earthquake. Goes for another Rock Slide. Okay, I still make the best play. He's still trying to catch my Aerodactyl there. So, either way, my Nidoqueen is... My Nidoqueen is still around, and his Aerodactyl is gone. Great. So that thing is gone. I don't have to worry about that. Would have been so nice to hit a T-Wave and not be flinched to death. But sometimes that is just Pokemon. That is just Pokemon sometimes. I definitely go down to Kangaskhan. I got any attack it goes for. Yeah, Mega Kangaskhan is going to mess me up right now. Earthquake. Kangaskhan comes out. I don't see a reason to not protect on a potential fake out. I mean, why not? Like, if it stops him from going for a potential Rock Slide, I'm fine with that. It's just like, if my opponent wants to make a play, like, let's say he's Rock Slide Kangaskhan, and his play, or what he's thinking his play is to fake out into Rock Slide because that'll knock out Nidoqueen. At least I can stop that. Yeah, it just clicks Earthquake. Like, he might go for another attack here. He might go for like a Rock Slide trying to catch Aerodactyl, which he doesn't need to at all. But I'm going to go for Toxic, just in case. I'm fairly confident my Nidoqueen is going to go down here. Sucker Punch. Oh, okay. What? Why? Hey, you know what? When your opponent throws, we take every opportunity. Go ahead and get worn down. My Sandslash is looking that much better. My Sandslash is looking that much better. What was the point of that play? If you were going to go for any play, you go for return there. I mean, headbutt. There's no return in this game. You go for headbutt. Yeah, or facade. Well, Facade makes it a little bit scary to deal with, but it doesn't matter. Nidoqueen is supporting the team. Woof! Little crack there. Hate that. Let's see if we can get a double. Ooh, Nidoqueen with the comeback. Hey, this might not even be around. What's it called? This might not even be around Alolan Sandslash because Nidoqueen is really just. Hey, can we? Y'all think we can get a triple? Y'all think we can get a triple? Because this just put Kangaskhan in range of my wing attack from Aerodactyl. Let's see if we can get a triple. Ah, almost. I know we felt that triple right there. We almost got that triple. That was sick. So I have 2 plays. I kind of like... No. My only play is Zapdos. Whether he stays in or switches out, this is my play. I'm assuming what he's going to do is want to go Golem, but either way we got Kangaskhan down. So Nidoqueen definitely supporting the team right there. Y'all think he's adamant or not? Because I know Thunderbolt knocks him out, but I don't want him going Golem. Because at this point, with him having Gengar, a weakened Golem, this weakened Kangaskhan, and a weakened Electrode, Raticate also can just win with Sucker Punch spam. Like, it's very, very prone to winning with that. And because he Mega Evolved this, obviously Gengar and them can't Mega Evolve, so... I'm going to U-turn here. I don't think this is Sandslash game, right? And also, I don't want him to, I don't want him to get momentum if he goes out into Golem here. So great. I got that play right. I can U-turn out. Oh, I mean, I talked about it maybe not being a Sandslash game, but it might be. It might be because I'm about to U-turn out into it and it's about to pick up a KO right now. Big boy Sandslash about to come through. I'm right here. Yeah, Nidoqueen really was the MVP thus far. Nidoqueen for sure was the MVP. So, best play is just Ice Punch. Pick him off. If he goes Gengar after, I don't really care. And, yeah, it should be good. No matter what happens here. I don't know why he keeps saving. I mean, he might save this for... He might keep saving this for Zapdos, but Zapdos isn't that necessary. And nothing on his team takes Ice Punch into Earthquake well, except for Starmie. But even then, Starmie might not take... Like, this is good for Sucker Punch from Raticate. That did a lot. I'm going to click Earthquake here. I really think that my Aerodactyl is going to win. Oh, that boy trying to make a play. Nah, man. He trying to predict my Zapdos. Nah. Not today. He's really defensive, isn't he? Like, I want to SD here twice on his recover, but he really tried to make a play there. He tried to predict Zapdos. Scald with a 2-hit KO'd it, dude. That was... Okay, so this is like an example of a guy that might... Has like... Maybe has an idea of what they're doing. Bro. What do you think? Okay, this guy's giving me Sandslash the way. That's it. I'll take it. Hey, if you're giving me Sandslash, I'll take it. I'll take it. I've been looking for battles for way too long, bro. I gotta take what I can get. So right there, maybe he anticipated Ice Shard? I don't even know what he anticipated there. Because I couldn't switch to begin with. This is going to go down to Ice Shard too. This should, I'm adamant. I'm assuming that's Ice Shard range. Well, remember when I said Sandslash might not be able to do it, and then Sandslash did do it? Because my opponent had made some very questionable plays towards the end here. It's crazy too, because I really don't think this battle would have been as close if I really don't think this battle would have been as close if I landed that Thunder Wave or didn't get flinched with Starmie versus Aerodactyl. Golem comes out. Yo, he's just giving me everything, bro. I'll take them all. I will take them all. Remember when Nidoqueen was the MVP, but Sandslash was like, don't worry. I got you. I got you right now. I'm right here for you. I am now. Go ahead and give me this too. My boy cleaning up. Sandslash is doing nothing but clean it up right here. I really, like, dude, if I battled you, bro, and you're in the comment section, let me know what the thought, I like Toxic. If I went to the rat anyway, Scald would probably 2-hit KO it. I don't think Ice Shard knocks out Electro, so I'm a SD. Now the reason I'm a SD, even though my better play is to actually Ice Shard twice, because I could get full parried by this. I won't go down to Thunder. I would not go down to Thunder, but I could get parried, yeah. So the better play was to actually Ice Shard twice. Now, the reason why Ice Shard twice was good is because if I did get paralyzed here, I could potentially 2-hit KO. But the reason I want to SD is because if he goes back on to Starmie after, and I didn't get paralyzed right here, I could basically sweep with Ice Shard. Let's see, though, if I get full parried. He also has to hit his attacks. Alright, so this one down, because one Ice Shard would not have knocked that Electrode. I'm fairly confident it would not have gone down. I'm going to look at the calc, but I'm fairly confident that would not have gone down. It has a 70 base defense. Ice Shard does 24 to 29%. That Electro looked like it was around 30-something%, right? Is it just me? Maybe I just saw it like that. So right here, we can just click Ice Shard and win. Ideally not getting fully paralyzed, and then Alolan Sandslash picking up, what, Kangaskhan, Golem, Electro, Gengar, and Starmie. So even though Nidoqueen was honestly the MVP, I mean, the MVP might have been my opponent. When he switched into Gengar, Starmie from Gengar. No! Sandslash could have picked up 5 KOs. And he did go for his best play, which was clicking recover right there. That was by far his best play. I think what he is he's a really defensive Starmie, so he went for Toxic, maybe trying to catch my my Zapdos, and didn't feel confident that he can knock me out. He should be able to knock me out with Scald. I'm just going to Earthquake here. As he clicks recover again. I would never Ice Shard twice in that situation. Ice Shard was only the play when it could pick you off. But right now I go for +2 Earthquake. I get paralyzed again. But at this point, because I have 3 Pokemon and this dude does not have... Let me get some chip. Why not? It doesn't matter. Because I have 3 Pokemon and this dude does not have... Okay. Does not have any... He only has this one. It doesn't matter what he's doing at the end. That's why. That man tried to catch my Raticate upon switching. He really tried to catch Raticate upon switching. And then what he would do from there was that he would try and... The game's over, bro. I won. He would try and minimize it after. So I understand why he Toxic. Okay, that made sense. So he was Toxic into minimize, which is wow, okay. But his thought process was Toxic, maybe Zapdos coming in, and then he could still go Golem after, he could still go Electrode, right? But if I went Zapdos, he could, late game, he could probably minimize versus me without having to go for Toxic. But that did not work out, and we ended up winning that anyway. Obviously, like I said, if Sandslash did not get fully paralyzed, I would have been able to pick it off there as opposed to it going down to the timer. That Gengar switch, though, I'm not sure what he was expecting with that. I stayed in because I didn't... Maybe Ice Shard, but I don't think Ice Shard KO'd Starmie ever at the range it was at. Yeah, it didn't. Like, yeah, I'm fairly confident Starmie did not go down to Ice Shard. Ice Shard only does 10 to 13%, 11 to 13%. So I thought the Starmie was like at 15%, which is why I SD'd. I mean, which is why I Earthquake. I don't think it was ever at that range though. Yeah, it was like at 15%. So I knew Ice Shard would not knock it out. Either way, we won that game, and Sandslash ended up showing what it can do. Definitely an odd game of sorts. A few questionable plays on my opponent's part, but I mean, even it didn't matter, right? Because at that point, Starmie missed. So I got the 10% miss on Thunder Wave, and then he got the Rock Slide Flinch, and even from there. But then Nidoqueen was like, nah, bro, I see you've been getting hacked, Joey. You've been getting hacked. Excuse me, not hacked. Hacks, Joey. I see you've been getting lucked. That means luck, by the way, for those that are a little bit new. H-A-X-E-D. Hacks. Haxed. So you've been getting luck. So I'm going to go ahead and pull you a nice little Double Protect, you know, give you a little bit of luck of your own. And that really was the MVP. That and my opponent clicking Sucker Punch for whatever reason. Don't know why they wouldn't click Headbutt there or Facade prior. Because like it was still stronger and it would still hit Aerodactyl upon switching, and it would still put it in range on Sucker Punch. So a few questionable plays, but yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.